Under the relationship of the issuing bank and confirming bank, may ara na tabo nga. They have undertakings. When a credit is confirmed, the beneficiary will be paid by the confirming bank. This is under sa ato nga confirmed credit type of documentary. But if the credit is unconfirmed, the beneficiary will be paid by the issuing bank. Meaning, if the presentation of the seller is not complying with the terms under the letter of the credit, it will not be confirmed by the confirming bank, and thus the seller will be referred back to the issuing bank. And with respect to the undertakings of the issuing bank, Article 7 of the UCP provides as follows. First is that, provided that the stipulated documents are presented to the nominated bank or to the issuing bank, and that they constitute a complying presentation, the issuing bank must honor if the credit is available by first site payment or ang bill of exchange or under sa ato nga site payment credit type nga upon the presentation of the bill of exchange, si issuing bank is maghahatag na sang payment kay seller. Site payment with a nominated bank that nominated bank does not pay. So if a nominated bank is involved and that nominated bank must pay the seller. But if the nominated bank does not pay, the seller will be or will come back to the confirming bank or to the issuing bank. Last is the deferred payment with a nominated bank and that nominated bank does not incur its deferred payment. So deferred payment or ato nga deferred payment credit nga sa future date or there's no specific time framework nga magabayad si buyer. So if does not incur its deferred payment undertaking or having incurred its deferred payment undertaking and does not pay at maturity. The issuing bank must honor if the credit is also available by acceptance with the nominated bank, meaning that the parties are in a agreement or undertake a acceptance documentary credit with a nominated bank, and that the nominated bank does not accept a draft on it or having accepted a draft drawn on it and does not pay at maturity. So even if that the credit or the presentation of the seller with a credit available by a acceptance with a nominated bank, but the nominated bank does not or accept the payment, the issuing bank must honor the withdrawal of the seller. And also, the negotiation with the nominated and that nominated bank does not negotiate. So if even that under the receipt or the type of the credit that the both parties agreed nga sa nominated bank, pagakuha ni seller ang bayad ni buyer, if hindi magpasulot si nominated bank or if doesn't confirmed ang presentation ni seller, the issuing bank or the seller will be probably come back to the issuing bank to get the payment, so that the issuing bank must honor it mismo even if the nominated bank does not confirm. Next is that an issuing bank is irrevocably bound to honor as of the time it issues the credit, and that the issuing bank undertakes to reimburse a nominated bank that has honored or negotiated in complying presentation and forwarded documents to the issuing bank. So if that the negotiating bank or si nominated bank naghatag payment kay seller, since that the stipulated documents are presented to it and that the seller is complying under the terms of the letter of the credit, si nominated bank make payment kay seller. And that nominated bank, just like the advising bank, pwede siya makasik reimbursement kay issuing bank, but in condition that the documents will be forwarded to the issuing bank. So, with respect to the undertakings naman, sang confirming bank, our Article 8 of the UCP provides as follows. First is that honor if the credit is available by sight payment, deferred payment, or acceptance with the bank. Also sight payment with a nominated bank and that nominated bank does not pay. Third is that deferred payment with a nominated bank and that nominated bank does not incur its deferred payment undertaking or having incurred its deferred payment undertaking does not pay at maturity. Acceptance with another nominated bank and that nominated bank does not accept a draft on it or having accepted a draft on it and does not pay at maturity. And last is the negotiation with a nominated and that nominated bank does not negotiate. So here we can see the relationship of a confirming bank and nominated bank if the credit is available by these credits na presentation ni seller. May side payment, deferred payment, acceptance, and negotiation, even if the nominated bank accept or doesn't accept the undertaking of the seller and the confirming bank. As well, our Article 8 of the UCP provides as follows. The second one is to negotiate without recourse, meaning the right to demand payment from the maker or endorser of a negotiable instrument. Meaning, si seller, hindi siya pwede makademand payment kay buyer under this credit. But if only the credit is available by the negotiation with the confirming bank, and honor if the credit is available by first, a confirming bank is irrevocably bound to honor or negotiate as of the time it adds its confirmation to the credit. So, the negotiation is without recourse if the credit is available by the time that the confirming bank is irrevocably nga in effect or nga dulaon ang effect sang iya pag-confirm sa credit. The second one is a confirming bank undertakes to reimburse another nominated bank that has honored or negotiated a complying presentation and forwarded the documents to the confirming bank. The second one is that the nominated bank as the beneficiary of the seller, siya nag-demand or nagkuha sang or nag-receive sang payment ni buyer, it will be reimbursed by the confirming bank. Third one is that if the bank is authorized or requested by the issuing bank to confirm a credit, but it is not prepared to do so, it must inform the issuing bank without delay and may advise the credit without confirmation.